Hello Capricorn, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love and life reading for the first half of July from the 1st through the 15th. General as always, guys, it's not going to resonate with every single person, so please do take from it as always what makes sense for you and release the rest. So let's begin. I'm going to be taking a look at initially the issues of the connection, and I've got a particular outline I'm going to be following throughout the reading. So let's go ahead and begin with that. I'm going to start with the Twin Flame Dilemmas Oracle deck here by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. This is my new deck, the Dating Scene Oracle, the good, the bad, and everything in between. So let's go ahead and begin with these two decks here, Capricorn. Taking a look at the issues between you and a particular person that you have in mind for this reading and how it's affecting your life at this time. Angels and spirit guides, please, for this love and life reading for Capricorn, first half of July. So what are the dilemmas and the challenges and issues that you might be dealing with at this time? We do have psychic. Okay, so some of you could have or be gifted as a psychic. It's either that or, you're watching readings such as this to be able to have some guidance in regard to the connection here. You might have even gone to actually see a psychic for advice. Better days are ahead. So even though you clearly have had some challenges in your partnership with a person, Capricorn, this is letting us know that the rainbow will come out again. There are better days ahead, happier times ahead. Look at this. You already know the answer. Isn't that interesting? We've got psychic, and then we've got this coming through. You already know the answer. So if you are psychic, if you are intuitive, maybe you already do know. You got to trust your instincts and your gut. All right, so let's see what else needs to come through. I'm going to pull from the Dating Scene Oracle here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. What else do we need to know? So let's grab some insight here. Issues for the connection. We have someone who's coming through with this very loud personality. Definitely not the soft-spoken type. Okay, so maybe this describes your person. But we do have marriage material. Okay, and maybe when you did meet this person, that's how you saw them. Somebody that you could really build a future with. Someone that you could marry someday. For some of you, you're focused on a person that you were married to or are still married to and going through some issues in your marriage. So take whatever part of that makes sense. Let's grab one more card here. We have a funny girl, silly and goofy. So if this describes you, Divine Feminine, whoever represents the feminine energy in this connection, maybe you've got a great sense of humor. That could be something that your masculine really loves about you, someone who is silly and goofy. But also on the other side of that is if you're always being funny or silly and goofy with your person and they just need to be able to sit down and have a serious conversation with you, but you're always trying to put a funny spin to it, maybe that's something that actually annoys them rather than something endearing. So let's go ahead and see why that is presenting itself here. I'm going to go ahead and pull from my Illuminated Star Tarot. So when it comes to the issues of this connection, there are better days ahead, whatever the issues are. And you got to trust your gut and intuition here, Capricorn. I'm also getting to, especially for my feminines, that you've been through something really difficult here, and sometimes you just turn towards humor, things that make you laugh, something that are a little bit more lighthearted in order to uplift your spirits, perhaps. Page of Wands. Okay, so some of you could be dealing with a fire sign here, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This person could be younger than you. It could be a younger masculine, and we might have a more mature or older feminine. This is a very free-spirited person. Okay, so the Page of Wands is about free spirit, exploration, and limitless potential here. We do have the Nine of Wands also. Some of you might have your boundaries up when it comes to this person. The connection hasn't been easy, Capricorn. But this is perhaps you coming through with this very resilient energy that regardless of what's happened, you're still standing. It might have really tested your faith, but you're still here. You're not going anywhere. And it's letting you know that even though you've been through something difficult and challenging, better days are ahead. The sun will come out again. There will be future rainbows in the future that will uplift you and make you happy. But right now, we do have this Two of Swords. So part of the issue is that you guys are stuck. There is a stalemate here. Maybe you're both really struggling to make a choice about this connection right now. We're at a stalemate, so there's not a whole lot of movement going on here. For now, anyway. But we do have this Nine of Cups, so there is the possibility that a wish can still manifest. This does represent satisfaction and emotional stability. Some of you guys could have been dealing with a partner who was juggling multiple priorities. So yes, a part of this equation and the issue and challenge could have been infidelities and trust issues in the connection. But look at this, guys. 10 of Cups is totally possible still. Love, marriage, family, happily ever after, and a dream that can still come true. So maybe it's not over. I mean, we've got a couple of cards here, and that's hard to ignore, where we've got two rainbows coming through here. Happier, better days are ahead, regardless of where you guys might be right now. Okay, so that's taking a look at the issues of the connection here, Capricorn. So let's grab some insight, their thoughts and feelings about you. So I'm going to focus on this deck here, the Divine Love Soul Connections deck by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please. For Capricorn. What else do we need to know? Lovebirds. They still love you. And you might still love them too. We do have family love. I mean, with that 10 of Cups, it certainly includes family. So either you have children together, or maybe you guys have children from previous partnerships, and this could be a blended family. And they recognize that. You guys could also end up having more children together with a reunion. Please forgive me. It says, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Someone's ready to make amends here. The need to come forward with an apology. So I'm going to go ahead and add from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck here, their thoughts and feelings about you, Capricorn. So they are acknowledging perhaps that they did something to hurt you. They still love you though. We have fulfilled. Somehow the universe knew that I was unfulfilled, something missing in my life. But I always tried to hide the pain through a tough exterior that covered such vulnerability. When we met, I was empty. My cup is now overflowing with love because of you. Because of you. So you did fulfill this person. You made them happy. They love you. But obviously you guys have had some challenges in the partnership. We also have words. Life can be harsh, love even harsher. Words pack a punch, and sometimes it breaks skin. We start to believe those painful, awful, hurtful words and eventually convince ourselves that it's true. You are more than those words. The right love simply needs to remind you of that. This could also be that You could have said very painful words to each other, very harsh words towards if I could speak today, towards each other, and ended up hurting one another. But the right words can also be very healing. And then we have this card coming through, and I always get asked, it's like, what's up with the number 19? And I don't know what it was about this photo that just drew me to it when I first saw it, when I was creating this deck. And the tattoo on this person's arm is the number 19, which also happens to be my lucky number. So anyway, what it's talking about is second chances and the trials, the ups and downs that you go through in order to reconcile with somebody. For some of you guys, you might reconcile in 19 days. For others, it's way more than that or way less than that number. So whatever your number is, it is talking about the opportunity for another chance to bring things back together. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else needs to come through here. So I'm going to pull from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle Tarot with a Twist. And if you are new to my channel, this is a deck that I created especially for advanced beginners who are interested in learning how to read tarot. It's got upright and reversed meanings for the majority of the cards, and the twist here is that it includes new oracle messages as well as new court cards. All right, Capricorn, so let's go ahead and see what else. So they still love you. They want a second chance. They're sorry for perhaps hurtful, harsh words that they've said to you. This is very interesting considering the Devil card represents your own Capricorn energy. So I'm getting here, Capricorn, that you still feel bound to this person. You have an attachment to this person that might be kind of obsessive or even an unhealthy attachment to this individual. That could also be towards addictions. And also for some people, it's feeling trapped in a situation. And if you feel trapped, perhaps you're wanting to break free from relationships, connections where you were no longer feeling it, you know? We've got Archangel Daniel coming in also. I am the angel of marriage, union, and eloquence. I can help you attract love into your life to help you become the best version of yourself so you can be the ideal partner for your ideal partner. When you are fulfilled, look at that, when you are fulfilled and whole within yourself, this paves the way for finding true love through another. I can help heal those who are going through a divorce or separation to reignite and maintain the spark in your partnerships. I'm here to help open your heart chakra. And I actually love how Archangel Daniel is coming up right next to the Devil, because Archangel Daniel can actually heal whatever unhealthy relationships you might be dealing with, Capricorn, whether that's towards a person or it could be substance abuse for some people, alcoholism, sex addiction, whatever it might be. There are certain aspects of your shadow self that needs to be addressed, and Archangel Daniel can help you with that. For some of you, your person could also be named Daniel. We've got the Five of Swords here. Some of you guys could also be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. So this is about surrendering and walking away from a situation because there was some sort of conflict. Competition usually involves other people. And they're coming forward with an apology saying that they're sorry. Please forgive me. So they might have been involved with other people. Some of you could be dealing with a masculine who is a fire sign as well. So if you happen to be divine feminine Capricorn, then you might be watching for or thinking about a masculine who is a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. This is someone who's action oriented. They can be a little bit hot tempered. But I feel the masculine here is ready to take the lead and create some sort of movement here in this partnership. And I find this so interesting because the King of Wands is known to be someone who's funny and they have a way with words. They have a really good sense of humor. And remember how we ended up getting funny girl, silly, and goofy. If you relate to this, I feel the masculine and the feminine, you guys just love to make each other laugh. We have the oak tree coming through, the mighty oak tree. Warm, friendly, protective, an action taker. Spiritual power, courage, determination. That's what the interpretation of the oak tree is in the upright. So I feel when it comes to your person, Capricorn, they're not ready to give this up. You know, they're not ready to give you up. They're determined perhaps to take action to be able to fix this. And maybe for some of you, part of that second chance might start off with friendship, being able to rebuild the foundation of friendship first before you guys can take things to the next level. And when it comes to the masculine, I feel they're just really curious as to what's going on with the feminine, wanting a second chance, but maybe not quite knowing if the feminine is on the same page, wanting to communicate, trying to be patient, but also feeling very restless. But they want so badly to reach out. Okay, so that's what's coming through as to what their thoughts and feelings are about you currently. All right, so let's go ahead and move on and see what the messages might be from their higher self here, Capricorn. So I'm going to start off with this deck by Angelic Revelation 144. It's a passionate love affair, the Whirlwind Romance Oracle. Angels and spirit guides, please, messages from your person's higher self, Capricorn. Let's go ahead and see what's up with that. Childhood sweethearts, first love. So if that relates to your situation, you might have known this person since you guys were really young. Either you grew up together, you might have met in school, or childhood sweethearts, high school sweethearts. This represents your first love for some of you guys. It was love at first sight. Look at that. A dreamy lover. Okay, so there was something very magnetic about this connection. The moment you guys saw each other, it really was love at first sight, that instant attraction. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some messages from my Heart Space Oracle. Messages from their higher self here, Capricorn. What else do you need to know here? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. Oh, wow. I'm sure by now you've realized the grass wasn't greener on the other side because I was the sun that helped that shit grow in the first place. So for some of you guys that relate to this, if it was the Capricorn that perhaps cheated on the other person, then this is what this person is wanting to communicate. That, you know, they're letting you know, Capricorn, that the grass, perhaps for you to realize that the grass wasn't greener on the other side. So for some of you, it could have been you, Capricorn, that ended up cheating on your person, entertained third-party situations, created trust issues in the partnership. You are my love of a lifetime. Look at that. That is how they see you. Nobody could ever replace the kind of love that you guys had shared. Look at this. Aren't you tired of pretending that we don't love each other? So maybe, Capricorn, if you're able to relate to this, maybe you played down your feelings for this person, or maybe you just never even told them that you actually love them and care for them. So let's clarify it. Let's see what else. I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Pining Rose Tarot. This is by Calico Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. What else do we need to know here? We do have the Queen of Swords coming through. An independent woman with good communication, clear boundaries, and unbiased judgment. Okay, so if this represents you, Divine Feminine, you might have actually cut this person out, even if they were your childhood sweetheart, even if they were your first love. You might have cut them out of your life, especially if there were infidelities going on. We've got the Five of Cups. So yes, it could have been love at first sight, but when you guys went your separate ways, maybe you both feel this way, having some regrets over how things played out, feeling lonely without each other. Somebody who was just really depressed over how things fell apart, loss, regret, bereavement, all of those things. In order for this partnership to thrive and to work out, there has to be equality between you and your person, Capricorn, equal give and take. Okay, this is about giving and receiving equally. You both have to be able to put in the same amount of effort and work towards the partnership. This makes sense for me with that Eight of Swords, considering the message. I'm sure by now you've realized the grass wasn't greener on the other side. Again, this is focused on messages from their higher self, what it is that they would want to say to you, Capricorn. And if you did realize that the grass wasn't greener on the other side, if you were pursuing someone else aside from the person that you really do love, maybe you're very much in your mental space and imprisoned by your thoughts. So you might even be torturing yourself over these thoughts, just wondering, it's like, how could I have done this? Or how things could have been different if only your actions would have been different. What else, please, for Capricorn? We do have the Emperor coming through here. So we have a divine masculine who sees the feminine as their love of a lifetime. Some of you guys could have already had children together, because the Emperor can represent fatherhood. Okay? And remember, we ended up getting family love that came through earlier. So by bringing the two of you back together, the family as well can be restored. And then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Destiny is at play here. Good luck, good karma, a turning point in this connection between the two of you. Things can turn back around, Capricorn, and work in your favor. Look at this. We now have the Empress. Okay, so the Emperor, the Empress, representing divine counterparts here. And yeah, some of you guys either will have children in the future, build a family together, blend a family together, or you guys already have children together. But the Wheel of Fortune is what's standing between the two of you. So I have a feeling here there's a really good opportunity for you to find your way back towards each other. All right. Wow. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and grab some additional messages from your spirit guides here. I'm going to go ahead and use this deck, When Spirit Speaks, by Medium on a Mission. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. What else do we need to know at this time? The fall season could be a significant time frame for some of you. That will be coming up in a few months, okay? Or this is something that's significant already for some of you guys. Maybe that's when you met, or that's when you broke up, or again, something significant might have happened there. We do have wisdom. So no matter what, Capricorn, as a result of this experience with this person, you've learned, you've grown. You're not the same person that they met. I feel you've changed. You are a better version of you, or at least working to become a better version of you, especially those of you who are in that devil energy. It is picking up off of your own Capricorn vibe. So there are certain things, certain aspects of your life that you do need to address. But some of you guys could be feeling really overwhelmed at this point in time. This is interesting, guys. We've got expecting. Okay, so again, some of you guys might be expecting a child. Okay, some of you could be pregnant at this point in time. Take that only if it applies. Or there's something here that you are expecting to come in or to happen. And then we have love, the heart chakra. This person has captured your heart, Capricorn, no matter how things might have fallen apart between the two of you. It doesn't matter. You love them and they love you. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some insight here from my Tabby Tarot teacher deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. All right, let's see. We have a reversed card here. We do have the Lovers card. Okay, so this does indicate the breakup between the two of you. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Gemini, or you might have Gemini in your chart. So this could be the disharmony in the partnership and that things were off balance. Some of you guys could have been dealing with a person who was just unable to commit. And therefore, this could also represent the fact that the relationship fell apart because they weren't ready to commit at that time. We have the moon coming through. Okay, so part of the energy that you need to clear, I feel, Capricorn, are these fears and anxieties that you have had to deal with because of how things played out in your life. This can represent deception and secrets, so it's very important for you to not be deceiving yourself and to be truthful and honest with how things are playing out in your life. And also, if there was dishonesty and deception in the partnership, you've learned from that. You've gained wisdom from it. We do have the Eight of Cups, clarifying overwhelmed, which actually makes sense for me because if you were overwhelmed by things that happened before, you're walking away from that. You're leaving that behind. You're no longer having to deal with that because it's in the past. All you can do now is move forward. Gain wisdom from it and move forward. What you are expecting, however, is to bring balance back in your life, for life to be harmonious once again. You know that you need to be patient for things to play out. What it is that you are expecting, Capricorn, is a reconciliation with your person. You still want them to be a part of your life. And I feel it's mutual, really. I do feel that. They want you just as much as you want them. I don't think it's a one-sided thing. I love this. The Hierophant is all about commitment. Possible marriage for some of you guys. Two people who are still meant to be together. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Taurus here. Or even a Sagittarian, if I didn't mention that. Wow, guys. Okay, so I feel, even though you guys broke up, dealt with some pretty painful experiences in your connection, this can still come back around. That's just what I'm getting here. That's what your spirit guides want you to know. That it can still find its way back to you. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some time frames here. I'm going to use my Time Traveler Oracle to get things started. And it's very important to note, of course, when we're taking a look at time frames, because time is constantly changing. It's fluid. So nothing is ever guaranteed, but we can at least take a look at the possibilities of when something might happen. It does not always have to pertain to your love life. You can ask whatever question you would like at this point. So I'll go ahead and grab a few cards for the collective. You're more than welcome to grab whichever time frame you are most guided towards. All right, Capricorn. So here we go. You could either say your question out loud or focus on it. So let's grab some time frames here as to when something will happen. Maybe you're asking, you know, when will my person and I reconcile? When will I get a new job? When will I hear from so-and-so? Whatever that question might be. All right, here we go, guys. Ooh, we have today coming through for some of you. However, look at this. We also have never. So this is letting us know that whatever time frame question some of you guys might be asking, perhaps that time has passed and it's time to allow that to phase out of your life because there's something else that's meant to come in. We also have 2 months coming through and the last time frame on your birthday. So obviously Capricorn, December, January, something around that time frame might be significant for some of you. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and grab some yes, no answers. So this is my yes, no oracle. I'm going to go ahead and pull 3 cards from here separately, though, allowing the collective to go ahead and ask your yes, no questions, whatever they might be. If you only have one question, that's fine. But I'm going to go ahead and pull 3 cards. All right, Capricorn, so go ahead and either say your question out loud or focus on it. And it has to be the type of question that can be answered with a yes or no response. All right, here we go. First question for Capricorn. What is your answer? Okay, so we have a no. And the thing with no answers, again, nothing is ever guaranteed because of everyone's free will. No's can turn into yeses. It really depends on the circumstances and how things ultimately play out moving forward. But also that could be an indication that there's something way better suited for you. All right, go ahead and ask your second question. Say it out loud or focus. Let's take a look and see if it's a yes or a no. For Capricorn, we have a yes for the second question. All right, one last question for the collective for Capricorn. Say it out loud or think about it, focus on it. Let's see what the answer is. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn, for the collective. And we have another no answer. All right, so we've got a no, a yes, and a no. So hopefully whatever those answers are, it gives you some clarity about your question. All right, guys, so let's move on to the next section. I wanted to go ahead and grab some musical messages. I'm going to use my heart songs of the 90s. And if you're unfamiliar with the songs, see if you resonate with the lyrics. When it comes to you and your person, Capricorn, what are the musical messages here? Could either be from you or from your person. All right, well, I was going to pull 3 cards, and here they are. We have Now and Forever by Richard Marx. We have Always by Bon Jovi. And we have This Kiss by Faith Hill. Those are all great songs. Now and Forever, absolutely one of my favorite songs ever. So this song says, the lyrics, sometimes I just hold you, too caught up in me to see. I'm holding a fortune that heaven has given to me. I'll try to show you each and every way I can. Now and forever, I will be your man. So we have a message here coming forward towards the feminine from the masculine. Okay, they really want to be a part of your life forever. That they're going to be there for you no matter what. Always by Bon Jovi. It's been raining since you left me. Now I'm drowning in the flood. You see, I've always been a fighter, but without you, I give up. So this is perhaps a masculine that has lost a little bit of the energy to fight for themselves. You know, without you, Divine Feminine, they've lost the inspiration to do anything in their life. And lastly, we've got This Kiss by Faith Hill. Cinderella said to Snow White, how does love get so off course? All I wanted was a white knight with a good heart, soft touch, fast horse. Ride me off into the sunset, baby. I'm forever yours. It's the way you love me. It's a feeling like this. It's a centrifugal motion. It's perpetual bliss. And, you know, this kind of reminds me of like a fairy tale and what it might have been like for some of my feminines when you first laid eyes on your masculine. It was love at first sight. It was that instant attraction. It was like seeing your Prince Charming and you were Cinderella, you know. So I feel that the romance can come back. The fairy tale can continue, but it's going to take effort, you know. That's just what I'm getting from that. All right, guys, so let's move on to some healing messages here for the collective. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. Healing messages. Truth and integrity is very important. You guys need to be able to come towards each other, coming from a place of authenticity and the truth in order to maintain the integrity of the partnership. Harmony can absolutely be restored in the connection. Spending alone time, meditating, going within, that could be very helpful for some of you. We've got this healing card coming through. So if you need healing in however way you need it, Capricorn, for some of you, it could be a physical healing if you haven't been well, you know, in however way you need this healing, your angels are coming through to help you on that journey. Abundance comes in many forms, monetarily, of course, materially, yes, but this can include love as well. You are being divinely guided at this point in time. You're being directed towards a connection or a particular direction in your life, Capricorn, so trust that. All right, so that's what's coming through there. And finally, let's grab some final thoughts from your guardian angels. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. Some final thoughts. We have self-criticism. We, your angels, ask you to please be more compassionate towards yourself. Observe the times when you have critical thoughts about you and make an effort to replace these negative thoughts with positive, loving ones. You are a wondrous being of light, even if at times you think you are less than perfect. Remember that God and divine perfection exists in all things. So if this is you, Capricorn, and it makes sense to me why the healing card is here, because for some of us, with that internal dialogue, we end up hurting ourselves more than anyone else could ever hurt us. So it's time to be very kind to yourself and how you talk to yourself. And lastly, we have believe. Be open to all possibilities and opportunities. Let go of preconceived ideas. There is nothing to fear. You are constantly surrounded by love. Start to believe in yourself and trust your instincts. Exactly. Wondrous possibilities and opportunities abound, provided you are flexible and retain an open heart and mind. Believe. All is possible. Exactly. Capricorn, as long as you believe in yourself, in what means the most to your heart, that's the energy that you're putting out there. That is what you can help manifest towards you. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. And again, if you're interested in your own reading, that information is down below. Thank you guys so very much, and I will see you next time.